Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Children, Community and Social Services. Earlier this week, Speaker, the Premier's close friend and avid supporter, Charles MacLeod, made his opinion about the repeal of the sexual health curriculum crystal clear. He said, "The fruit of the poisonous tree has been cut down." Speaker, MacLeod is a social conservative who lobbied hard for the modernized curriculum to be pulled out of schools, and this government was more than happy to make a deal with him. Does the minister think that it is appropriate to allow social conservative activists like Charles MacLeod to drive Ontario's health and physical education program from the back room?
Minister of Children, Community and Social Services.
Congratulations on your re-election to this place. It's a pleasure to be back with you. On behalf of my ministry, we're going to continue to stand up and protect children and youth. As the minister responsible for children and youth, I couldn't be more delighted to be in this ministry, given my roots started as a children and youth critic 12 years ago with your now leader of the official opposition. I congratulate her as well. Let me be perfectly clear. You would like to present one narrative. Let me speak as a mother who has a child that is 13 years old. Let me speak as a person who has watched as my daughter was confused with half of the things because it was not age appropriate. I don't know Charles MacLeod. He is not going to lead this process. The Minister of Education is going to lead this process, and the Minister of Education with parents will lead this process, because the difference between us and you is you don't respect parents, you don't call it.
Members, please take your seats. Members, please take your seats. Minister will come to order. Back to the member for London West.
Something completely different, like dignity and respect.
Speaker, yesterday this government confirmed that the new sexual health curriculum would be rolled back, while claiming that there is ample room to discuss consent, cyber safety and gender identity, even though the old curriculum is completely silent on these critical issues. Instead of catering to pressure from inflammatory far-right activists like Charles MacLeod, this government should be ensuring that young people have the accurate, up-to-date sexual health information and resources they need to protect themselves. Will this minister confirm that her government rejects Charles MacLeod's comments about the current up-to-date curriculum and commit to having an inclusive, modern sexual health curriculum in place for this September?
Minister.
Okay.
Please take your seats. Please take your seats. Minister.
I guess you didn't listen. Charles MacLeod is not running the process. The Minister of Education is going to lead the process, and we're going to include parents, because when parents were standing on that side of the aisle and when they were coming in to talk at committee, everybody was, in the former Liberal administration, ignoring them. You were ignoring them in your party. We're simply saying we're going to talk about.
Yes. I'm going to remind the entire House, you have to make your comments through the chair and speak about other members if you speak about them in the third person. Minister.
My apologies, Speaker. Let me just be perfectly clear. We are talking about being age appropriate. I have personally in this House talked about suicide prevention, children's mental health. We have talked about concussions. We have talked about all sorts of other issues, including anti-bullying, which I have legislation in my own name on. That will not change. What will change is the respect that we will have for the parents of this province, through the Minister of Education, and through the parental process, and that will take place as we consult with